Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. We actually have two-in-one news to render, and this has to do with Emma Powerful Ipob sit at home and those antagonizing sitting at home. And Mark Powerful have come with his own warning and what needs to be done to the monarchs and every other person, especially in the five southeastern states. Then, of course, Simon Ekpa has finally given the next update on what will happen in the next 6 months, and Nigerians of what should get ready, according to Simon Ekpa. But before we go to the news proper, like and subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, let's start with what Simenikba has got to say. Well, Simenikba, a self-proclaimed disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on Wednesday said a referendum should be conducted within the next 6 months. Ipob warned that a failure to conduct a referendum within 6 months would be very catastrophic. He said this while calling on the United Nations, United States, US President Joe Biden, United Nations, European Union, UN, among other international bodies to ensure a referendum. Ekpa, in a series of tweets, said the United Nations should not allow a repeat of the Biafran War before calling for the conduct of a referendum. He wrote, and I quote, "Referendum for Biafra nation is now overdue at Joe Biden. You did it during South African apartheid. If Biafra is not looked into within the next 6 months, it will be very catastrophic. At UN, at EU, at UN must not wait for another 30 years before they can conduct a referendum for Biafra. Your lackadaisical in your lackadaisical attitude in handling South Sudan gave birth to the situation they are in today. Biafran chaos started in 1967 till date, and you are waiting until we start throwing things everywhere again." Okay, that's Simon talking. Of course, Ima Powerful too has this to say. The leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB has won its indigenous youth leaders and monarchs in the five states of the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB has won its indigenous youth leaders and monarchs in the five states of the Southeast Zone to desist from betraying Igbo youth who are fighting for Biafran freedom. The group gave the warning in a statement signed by the Media and Publicity Secretary of IPOB, Emma Powerful, and forwarded on Wednesday. The statement reads in part, "We have got reports of traditional rulers and president generals, youth leaders who are terrorizing the youth in their community by tagging them IPOB members and ESN operatives. The only crime of the youth is standing up for their rights and resisting the sale of community land to Fulani herdsmen. It's an abomination for a traditional ruler and president generals in Biafra land to report youth in his community to terror-friendly Nigerian army just because he feels the youth are standing in his way to sell the community land to the Fulani herders. We therefore warn all such treacherous monarchs to retrace their steps or brace up for the consequences of their evil actions. We want to sound it clear that henceforth, any traditional ruler that reports his subjects to the Nigerian army or navy to torture them for opposing their plans to sell community land to Fulani herdsmen shall get ready to answer to our ancestors. Such evil traitors are not worthy to live, how much more occupy the Ezeship, that's Ezeship stool in Biafra land. That's kingship stool or monarch stool. That's rule of place of authority, traditional ruler actually. On this note, we demand the unconditional release of all the youth arrested by the Navy at Atani and other communities in Agboro, Anambra State. If you, evil monarchs, doubt our resolve to deal with you, fail to release those arrested by naval officers in the affected communities within 7 days. If after 7 days the arrested youth are not released, The treacherous traditional rulers who masterminded their ordeals should prepare to reap the fruits of their treachery. Any treacherous traditional ruler found to be selling our ancestral land to the Fulani herdsmen shall be held responsible for whatever consequences that will emanate from such action, the group stated. This one is an internal issue. This one is Igbo versus Igbo. Now it has gotten to this level where they are now looking at one another. Let us start with what Ekpa is saying. Ekpa is giving, in fact, both of them are actually ultimatums. For Ima Powerful, 7 days ultimatum, go release the youth, the Igbo youth who are under security custody or security detention. Therefore, Ekpa is giving the UN, the EU, the international communities, Joe Biden, the present president of the United States, 6 months to conduct a referendum in Nigeria for Biafra's actualization, or for Biafra to choose those who want to remain in Nigeria or those who likely want to go for Biafra state, Biafra country. That they should conduct a referendum within 6 months, or else Nigeria may likely implode. Now, both are actually threats. It is getting higher, it's getting stronger for some persons. For those of us who don't know who Ekpa is the disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He lives and he is a Finnish, as in he is a citizen of Finland. I think he's also a citizen of Nigeria by birth. I feel by birth, I'm not sure now, but I think he's a Nigerian citizen. Now a Finnish citizen as well. So, he's actually talking from, Finland. Now, with all these threats, and now with the threat Ima Powerful is giving to the monarchs over the sale of their lands to Fulani herdsmen. This one is deeper. Now, with these threats and the youth standing up and them being tagged ESN and IPOB, this is going to be more internal than external. This is going to be probably sons and daughters fighting sons and daughters, or sons and daughters fighting fathers, because Ima Powerful was very specific in his analogy. Monarchs, leaderships, president generals, of youth groups, conniving to sell off those lands. Selling off those lands, having known the effect of Fulani herdsmen. I don't know if it's just, but I do know one thing that is, sacrosanct. When Ima Powerful speaks, must have gotten one or two intel somewhere. I just hope all I pray for always is peace in the land. And I decree there shall be peace in the land. Let's meet in a conversation.